Hey guys and gals, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to go over a topic that is a little bit complicated for some people, and that is getting your A2p approval for sending SMS messages inside of ClickHubs, or if you're a high-level user inside of your high-level account. And so basically the A2p is when you're sending automated to people via a program like HighLevel. And so you have to get approved if you have a US phone number or you're sending text to inside the US. It's a requirement by the cellular phone companies, and there's just no way around that. So in this video, I'm going to show you the process of going through the approval, getting your phone number approved. I'm going to show you the documentation that we put together and that we're using that gives us a step-by-step that has allowed us to get 100% approval rates. Hopefully you'll find this video helpful. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, click that subscribe button down below. Make sure to like the video, and if you leave a comment, we will reply to every comment. So let's jump into it, and I'll see you on the other side. In this video, we're going to show you how to register your phone number for A2p 10DLC registration. This is required if you're using ClickHubs or if you're a high-level user, if you're using HighLevel, to send SMS messages via your phone number, which you're purchasing either through Twilio or through LC phone system, which is the one that's built into HighLevel. And so this is a requirement for US phone numbers, I believe only for US phone numbers, or I have to clarify, it may be for people texting to the US as well. But the phone carriers in the US now require that if you're using software to send SMS messages, you have to apply for A2p 10DLC and be approved in order to do that. So I'm going to show you how we do it, and it's a little bit of a process. There's also some expenses involved. You have to pay for a application fee, and then also you have to pay for monthly campaign fees. That's going to vary. We'll show you where those numbers come into play as well. And before we get started, I'm going to show you a form we can share with you. This is a template that we actually got this inside of the HighLevel group a while ago. I'm really sorry. I wish I could remember who provided me with this document, but somebody was giving it away inside of the group. And so I've been using this, and we've gotten, I think, 100% of the applications that I've submitted using this have been approved. It's just very basic to the point, and so I recommend doing this. When you're going through the process, you'll also see some prompts inside of the application. You're welcome to try to use those as well, but for me, I just stick with this and it works just fine. A couple things to note: you will need to submit a link to an opt-in form. Whoever's approving the application is going to be looking at that, and you'll need to have disclaimers on there. You'll also need to have your privacy policies, terms, and things like that linked to your page. If you don't have that, there's a high chance that you're going to get rejected, and you're going to just have to submit your application again. And I believe as of right now, if you have to reapply, they charge you another application fee. So you definitely want to get it right the first time if possible. So with that said, you do need to have a phone number in your account already. And so if you come into settings, we're inside of our ClickHubs account, and go to phone numbers here on the left. You can see that I've already got a phone number here, and you can also see this banner: your A2p 10DLC registration is incomplete, failed. So we haven't submitted ours yet. We're going to be doing that right now. Be integrating our AI chatbot soon that can handle conversations and bookings and things like that through our live chat widget or through SMS. And so we want to get this set up now and finally start implementing this in our account. I have used it on several of our members as well as my agency clients as well, and it works well. So you can see we've got our number here. If you don't have a number, you can come in here to add number, and you want to add phone number used for SMS and calls. You have an option of adding numbers for number pool. This is going to be if you're doing ads and you want to have a pool of numbers that you can use to track different campaigns, so you can see what's more successful with the phone numbers and things like that. And then you can also add a verified caller ID. You can use this to verify your business or personal number in order to use it as a caller ID instead of the actual LC phone number. So if you want to enter your own number here, you can do that as well. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to show you really quickly how to add a new phone number. I'm not going to actually go through with the purchase because we already have ours, so I don't need another one. But you want to come in here and select your country, and then you can filter numbers. So that's the only option there. And for me, I want a 503, which is a Portland area code, and I want it to be first part of the number because I'm looking for a 503 area code. If you select any part of the number, as long as there's a 503 in there somewhere, it's going to show. And then also, I don't want a toll-free number. You may want a toll-free number, and I believe the toll-free registration process is still simpler to get approved than with a regular number. So if you're having trouble getting approved, you may want to try a toll-free number, but that may have changed recently as well. And then I'm just going to stick with the local here, and then we're going to apply, and you'll see we've got all our 503 numbers showing. Pay attention to the monthly price. This may vary depending on where you are, especially if you're in different countries. And then you can also take a look at the city. So for us, we're looking for Portland specifically, so you can come through here and just until you find what you're looking for, and you can refresh the results as well if you don't see something that you like here. So here's Tualatin, which is close to Portland area. So yeah, so that's it. Once it's done, you just check the number and then proceed to buy, and it's going to charge you $1.15 per month for this number. And so for us, we have our number already. So we're just going to start now with the A2p 10 DLC registration. You can also come in here into the regulatory bundle, Trust Center, and then you can also start registering now. So we're going to be going here, start now. That's going to take us there, the Trust Center, and we're going to be doing a brand and a campaign registration. So here, this went into effect August 31st, 2023. You can see all messages sent to US phone numbers using 10 DLC phone numbers will fail if not registered with an application to person campaign. So A2p stands for application to person. That means you're using a software to send messages to a person. So it's only required if you're sending to US using a local or mobile number. And there's a one-time and monthly campaign fee for both approved and failed campaigns. So make sure to delete campaigns which are not used. So that's important to know. So we're just going to start registering it now. And actually, before we do this, I want to do one more thing. I want to go into my business profile. In a lot of our help videos, we recommend setting this up. But if you come down here, you should have your business registration number already set up, which should be EIN, which we don't have here, but we're going to add that now. So I'm going to pause this video and I'll be right back. So I entered my registration number in the business profile settings. So we're going to come back here and resume again. And you can do a sole proprietor as well. It's a little bit of a different process, but in this case, we're going to do it with the business EIN number. So is the business entity you're registering located in the USA and or Canada? So yes. So it gives you some pointers here. If you're a US or Canadian customer and you have a tax ID, you need to register for a low volume standard or standard brand to send messages to the US. If you don't have that, then you register for a sole proprietor brand. And another thing, you really want to make sure that your business name, the way you have it entered, is exactly matching your tax ID document. Otherwise, it's going to cause some problems. It's going to get rejected. You're also going to have to reach out to support to provide further documentation. So that's super important. And then yes, the business I'm registering has a tax ID. And then it's going to ask what industry you're in. So you can say consumer, whatever you want to have here. We'll just leave it at that. And then what type of ID it is. So that's EIN. But most of that, if you already have that filled out in your business profile, it just pulls that in here automatically. So we're going to continue here. Got our address, all that stuff pulls in also from our business profile automatically. And we've got our email address. I'm going to update this just to our admin email address. And then we've got phone number, job position, other. I'm going to be, I'll just put that as director. I'm co-founder of ClickHubs, so we'll just leave that there. And then just going to continue. So here you can see some of the charges. So if I check this, I acknowledge that there's a one-time $20.95 charge, which is going to be paid to Twilio. An additional campaign fee up to $12 per month, depending on how you're sending your campaigns. And so if you go with the high volume standard, it's going to be a different amount, but we're using a low volume. You can have more than one number and you can have up to 6,000 segments per day, whereas the high volume is up to 600,000 segments per day. So this is more than enough for us. So we're just going to select that and continue. And now it's asking for campaign use case. So this is where we're going to use our document here. And so campaign use case, I'm just going to copy this here and I'm going to come in here. I'm going to paste that. And you can see there's stuff here. You can also see examples here. If you want to copy and paste some of these examples, if they're more applicable to you, you're welcome to do that as well. And then sample message number 1, I'm going to copy that here. And you can see it has the merge tags in here, contact first name. So these are our custom fields and custom values that we have in our account. So we can just paste that exactly like it is, and that's going to work just fine. So next we want to do sample message number 2. So we're going to take that, sample message number 2, good to go. And then we can select the appropriate things. This message will include an embedded link. The messages will include phone numbers. And then you can check if it has age-gated content or content related to direct lending or other loan arrangements, which we do not. So we're going to just continue. Next up, how do lead or contacts consent to receive messages? So let's head back over here and we're just going to copy this. So let's copy that and paste it in here. So here you can see contacts and users opt into our website and select their preferred method of communication, SMS, email, or both. There's an opt-out and SMS fee may apply disclaimer. Here's a link to our website contact form. So this is super important. So we're going to head over to our website that has the form, and I'm going to copy the link here so that somebody can come. So you can see on here, I've got a terms of service link. I've got a privacy policy link at the top of the page. You most likely will have them in the footer. Most people do. And then on the pop-up, I've got a couple different options you can take a look at and decide what's best for you. So first of all, I've got name, phone, and email. And then I have a checkbox here, which I'm going to use for this. It says I consent to receive SMS notifications, alerts. And I'm going to change this text to this bottom text. But this is the text that's recommended on this forum. So if you just want to use this text, you can do that. I think the checkbox is just a little stronger, so you have a better chance of getting approved. So I personally would use the checkbox, which means people have to click that to consent. But I've got them approved by just using this text as well without the text box. So let me just edit that really quickly here. So I'm going to copy the text from the document, and it has a recommended disclaimer here. So we're just going to copy that into my form. And I'm going to change it to say, by clicking sign up, you agree to receive email, text, and or SMS updates. Carrier fees may apply. So let's just fix that spacing issue there. And then I'm going to save that. And then I'm just going to go into my funnel and delete that extra disclaimer since I have 2 on there. We don't need that. So we'll just do that real quickly. So let's just view our pop-up. And then we can just delete this bottom one here and publish. And that's it. So now I'm going to copy this link here. I'm going to go back to my application and I'm just going to replace the link here. And then next is opt-in message. So let's continue here. And so we've got our opt-in message, must contain your business name. So I'm going to just do that. You can use a placeholder here, or I'm just going to say ClickHubs LLC. And you want to make sure that matches what you have on your business profile. So if you open that in a new tab, we've got our legal business name, ClickHubs LLC. You could also use a merge tag in here. That should work fine as well, but I'll just type it in for the sake of this. And then that's it. We're just going to submit this now. Make sure, again, you just check everything, and then we'll just submit this. And it's been successfully submitted. It may take a little while to go through. Usually I found within 24 to 48 hours, I get approved on those. And then, so the next one is the campaign. But you can come up here and see the different sections here. Campaign is the next one we want to get approved on. And then shaken and stirred, this is for voice, so I'm going to just do this while I'm in here as well. So our friendly name is going to be ClickHubs LLC. And we're just going to certify that the associated business profile is the originator of phone calls. So these are just things to authenticate your phone number, basically to assure that it's legitimate. And you'll need a valid business registration ID to register for this. CNAM, show business name as caller ID. So it's going to show your business name when you're calling. And then here we're going to say ClickHubs. I'm just going to leave it as ClickHubs LLC there as well. And then we'll just submit that. Review in progress. And this is coming soon. So that's really it. Campaign, even though it says yet to start, we have submitted this. It may take a few minutes to update, but now you can see here our brand is approved and our campaign is showing in progress, whereas previously it looked like we didn't submit it. So just give it a little bit of time, a few minutes, and it should update. And also if you come in to your manage numbers screen, you'll see the banner up top here saying the registration is in progress. We'll update you once it's done. So then just come back and check occasionally and keep an eye on your email. And again, 24 to 48 hours, and you should have a result on whether you've been approved or not. So here we are back in our account. It's been less than 24 hours, and I received an email here, and it says your A2p campaign registration status below has been approved. So this went through on the first attempt, and if we go into settings and we look at our phone numbers here, we can see we have a banner that says you are now A2p 10 DLC compliant. So that's great news. So really, I just recommend following the documents that I provided, and just make sure that it matches your company's information so that it all aligns with how you're going to be using the SMS platform. Adjust it as needed, but I wouldn't veer too far off of that other than making any tweaks necessary to make sure that it's in alignment with how you're going to be using ClickHubs for sending out text messages. All right, guys and gals, so you can see it's really not as complicated as it seems, although I see time and time again people failing and really struggling with this. But if you just follow this process and you make sure that you're in compliance in terms of having your privacy policy links, having your disclaimers, and just going through that process, you really shouldn't have a problem getting approved. And if you are a ClickHubs member, of course, we're here to support you. We have help docs inside of our membership. We also have snapshots and training and things like that. And of course, we have our 24/7 live support that can help you. So if you are a ClickHubs member, you can always reach out for support if you're having a hard time with this, and we'll be happy to help you get it set up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And before you go, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button there to follow us for more videos. And if you are considering having your own HighLevel agency account, we've got our affiliate links down below for both for new accounts for a 14-day trial, or if you're on a $297 plan, you want to upgrade to $497. We've got that link down below as well. And I've been using HighLevel for well over 5 years. I'm a certified admin and a ton of experience. Happy to help you along your journey if you use our link. So just make sure to click that link and then reach out to me and I'll be happy to help. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.